you ever have a laptop that seems to show no signs of life because it won't turn on, and doesn't even indicate that it's charging, the easiest way to fix something like this is to make sure you disconnect it from power first. Then if we just open up the bottom side of the laptop, we're going to want to look for our battery connection cable, which if we just disconnect, then open the system up in what I call tint mode, where it's on its side like this. And while it's like this, we're gonna hold down the power button for about 15 seconds, long enough to drain any residual power. With that complete, what we can do now is reconnect our battery cable. And before you put the back cover back on, in this tint mode, just go ahead and plug it in. And check that out, we're actually getting a charge indicator. And while it's still like this, what we can do is go ahead and press the power button, where we'll see our keyboard turns on. There goes our fan. And check that out, we're getting a display out. And if you're curious how or why this works, well, a hard power reset like this does two things. First, it drains the motherboard of any residual power, including onboard components like the battery management system, which is what I'm assuming prevented this system from taking a charge. But that's not the only thing that this does either. See, a lot of modern laptops these days don't use CMOS batteries. Instead, they end up using the primary battery to remember your computer's configuration information. So when you end up disconnecting that battery, you're actually resetting the CMOS at the same time, which often can fix some weird boot issues, because that's where your computer's startup settings are stored, which can sometimes stop the system from turning on. But with this PC good to go, let's get it back over to our customer.